Hello, everyone. This is Jason Roggasch. Donald Trump announced that he has 88 former top military officials who endorse him. 88. That's awesome. Why is the number 88 important? Well, maybe he's just a Des Bryant fan. Or maybe he loves Michael Irvin. Or maybe he's a fascist, Nazi-supporting piece of shit. Because the number 88 is actually a code, meaning Heil Hitler. Well, how the fuck does it mean Heil Hitler? Well, the eighth letter of the alphabet is H. So put those two together, you have Heil Hitler. This was a common phrase used in post-World War II Europe for people who still supported Nazis and Hitler. They would say 88 because they weren't allowed to say Heil Hitler. Now, this is a hell of a coincidence, but to give you a little bit of perspective, Mitt Romney had 500 former military officials who supported him. 500. Donald Trump just happens to have 88. Now, we all know that Donald Trump's father was in the KKK. We all know that Donald Trump has decided that he's going to build a wall so no more Mexicans can get in your country. He's decided that no Muslims are going to be allowed in this country. He's decided he doesn't particularly care for women and has said some unbelievably derogatory things about women, including his own daughters. He's not even a crypto-fascist. He is out there with his dick out. Last night with Matt Lauer, talking about how he is going to go kill ISIS and then take the oil in Iraq. First, that's what you have to do. You kill ISIS and then we're going to take the oil. As if we're not in Iraq right now. But he doesn't mention Saudi Arabia, of course. Saudi Arabia, if you really want to do anything, invade Saudi Arabia. And he doesn't mention the CIA, of course, either, that created ISIS in Saudi Arabia. So, don't mention those things. Don't talk about that. You're going to go after ISIS in Syria, so you're going to invade Syria? And ISIL. This is a joke. He's a joke. He's talking openly that our military isn't strong enough. The United States spends more than every other nation combined on its military. We have a $600 billion budget for the military next year, and that doesn't include allotments. That won't include supplemental packages throughout the year of hundreds of billions of dollars. So don't mistake it. The United States military is the strongest military that the world has ever known, and it's nuclear. Donald Trump is a fascist. And by the way, shout out to Dave Emery, because Dave Emery has done some great work on this, and he makes a great point. The alternative right is the politically correct term for fascist and Nazi. And leave it up to and leave it to America in 2016 to actually have a politically correct term for fascist and Nazis. Dave Emery makes this point. It's funny, but it's true. Is the alternative right or alt-right. They're all a bunch of fucking fascists. They all rail against the federal government, but then they're supporting a guy like Donald Trump, who you can't get much more federal government than the military. Contradictions abound. This is the underground Reich, the guys that went underground, the Bormann network of all of these companies that were formed and went underground after World War II. They went to South America. We saw this recently partially with Mossack Fonseca with the Pentagon Papers. And I've made videos about that. So when you see this number 88, just realize what it is. It's a code. And I think it is a code. I'm a conspiracy realist, and it seems to me that a guy that has all of these fascist tendencies and talks openly about his affinity towards Nazi Germany and affinity towards Hitler and affinity towards that style and affinity towards those types of things, and has supported and is such a unbelievable war hawk. People support this guy. They claim because he's anti-war, but yet he's talking about increasing the military, going and invading Syria, I'm assuming, and taking out ISIS, and then going into Iraq, which we're already at, and taking it up section by section and taking the oil. He's insane. He doesn't understand even how the military works. And now he's got 88 former generals or former top military people who support him. Heil Hitler. That's what 88 means. Don't vote for a fascist. Don't support a fascist. And stop calling them the alternative right. Call them what they are. Nazis and fascists. Thank you for listening.